What is up, guys? We're back at it. It's your boy Proseto Profit, the Zulu vendor man, and that is the Vendetta. We are back at it with Inside ZA, episode number 17. Today I've got Thembelani Mdunge, otherwise known as Timba. My brother. Mnandi, brother.
Good,
You're good, man.
I can't complain.
I can't complain. Good vibes.
Yeah.
For laba bangakwazi, bro, for those that don't know you, ubani Timba, bro?
Where do I even start? Timba is a gentleman from all the way from Pietermaritzburg, which is an hour away from Durban.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I'm a DJ, creative, and I'm an entrepreneur.
Is it? All right. So let's touch upon the creative side of things. You said you were creative. In what exactly do you specialize in? What is your forte in the creative space?
Well, within the creative space, we work around events, and basically I'm a concept engineer. I design concepts. I make sure every idea comes to life.
Wow, that's actually quite interesting, man. All right. So then we go back to your DJing on the decks. You know, what do you love about DJing? Where does DJing start, man?
Oh, where do I even start, bro? It all goes back to the year 2008, I think.
What? Okay.
Yeah, I wasn't practically a very good DJ, but
yeah.
like, I mean, we all have to start somewhere. So
Yeah,
we
true,
started
true,
with
true.
virtual DJ.
Mm.
My cousins at the end of the day had sound, so
Yeah.
the love all grew from there, going up until the age that I'm in right now. I mean, bro, like every December I'd come down to visit my cousins where they had sound, they had everything. So mostly this is what I was accustomed to, sound, sound music each and every day during the week, because weekends they'd go to gigs, they'd go to everything. Okay. So this is something which grew in the family, of which one of those cousins I'm actually staying with them now, because others have dispersed into other fields in their lives. So it's something that I've always been around. I've always grown around music and everything. So it's basically something which has always been there around me.
Let's talk events, man. What is that first event, you know, where you got your name out there, you know, when you were known as Utimba, you know, within the DJing space?
Yo, I can't even remember, bro.
Yeah.
That's how backdated it was. But
Yeah.
I'd actually say back in high school, in my 2013, 2014,
Yeah.
it was it was our high school matric ball, which I was younger than those people who were hosting, but due to me being a person that's interactive with everyone and who's a socialite, so I got to meet up with a lot of people. I was actually in the entertainment scene way before now. In high school,
Okay.
I was a flyer boy, so I'd go around distributing flyers in school, putting up posters, because the school that I went to was actually one of the most recognized schools where most of the people actually went out to go nightclubbing back then. Yeah. As much as we were underage, but I mean,
aspiring groovers.
Yeah, we're actually growing the scene at that given time back in my hometown.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's where it actually started.
Okay, and then producing. Let's go into the producing space. Where does that come in? Where does it begin? Where does the love from producing?
I actually won't lie to you, bro.
Yeah.
As I said when I started, I'm a creative, DJ, and entrepreneur.
Okay.
I don't do production.
So you don't do production.
But with me not doing production, that's where my entrepreneur side comes in, because at the end of the day, there is producers who don't know how to DJ, and there is people who want to get the music out there and to make money out of their music. That's where I come in.
Okay.
So we work together with aspiring producers, young producers who need to get their name out there. I help them get out there, and there's a certain commission where we agree upon in order for that to happen.
So with regards to your entrepreneurship, since we just touched bases on it, if somebody wants to work with you, or you want to work with someone, what is that process? Like, how does someone reach you for you to then put them in that space and then cultivate their vision?
It's simple, bro. Like, I feel like social media and a lot of media platforms allow for that to happen. But at the end of the day, there's a management side towards everything. I'm an entrepreneur, but at the end of the day, I do not make decisions alone.
Yeah,
I have a team who works within that space of my side of the career.
Okay.
Which presently my manager is around.
Yeah.
That you'd have to ask him.
Yeah. So in terms of entrepreneurship, is music the only thing that you've ventured into?
No.
Tell us a bit more about your other endeavors.
For now, it's just the entertainment scene, but there's other ventures I'm still looking into investing in.
Okay.
As soon as that kicks off, then I'd be comfortably introduce it to the people.
Yeah.
But for now, it's just not right for me to explain it to the world and tell the people because I'm not ready for that.
Yeah. Okay, let's touch bases again on what people know you for, you know, the DJing space. What is the DJing mindset? What do you think about before going on the decks, you know, before a huge event? What is that mindset preparation, that meditation mode, you know, like what is that channel that you put yourself into before going into an event?
It all for me personally, the way to the gig actually sets the sets that I'm going to play.
Yeah.
Because if in the car we're gonna be hyping and everyone is gonna be hyping me up, okay. Showcase, we get to the event. Showcase,
yeah.
So if in Motoren you're gonna be on a dull mood, obviously
it's gonna be boring.
It's not gonna be as anticipating as it was for me on my way there.
Wow.
So the mood is all set in on the way to the gig. But other than that, we can be dull in the car, but as soon as the whole atmosphere around the club allows me to be in the mood that they're in. I mean, there's always Jaeger for every situation. There's a remedy for all of that. Jägermeister's You know, Jägermeister's the way. Bro.
Yeah. No, man, I hear you. So, okay, this is a famous question amongst DJs and in interviews. What type of music do you enjoy playing in a crowd? Like, how do you know?
I stick to my culture, bro. Durban is strictly known for Kom. If you book Timber, you must know it's strictly home. And I'm not going to compromise for anyone.
Yeah.
Already when you book me, you already know that I need to play Kom. This is Timber. This is me. This is my trademark.
Yeah.
It's Timber the Kom dealer.
Alright. Timber the Kom dealer.
Yeah.
You know what it is?
That's the trademark. That's the trademark.
Alright. So, okay, considering the Kom space, you like Kom. You are for Kom. It's part of your culture. What is that one song, you know? Okay, it doesn't necessarily have to be Kom, but what is that one song? Or give us two, actually. You know? Yeah, because, you know, give us two songs you play that make the crowd shake. You know?
Right now, I'll support the family, entertainment family. Bro.
Yeah.
It has to go back home at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So it'd have to be Udlala Mshunqisi. And secondly, it goes back to my boy, Leg.
Yeah.
DJ Leg featuring Lady Dulusive.
It's sure.
Right now, if you know, you know.
If you know, you know. No, man, that's crazy, man. So, which one event would you say the crowd went wild for you? The support was crazy. That one event you can never forget about. Okay, obviously as the DJ, you've been at it since 2008, but that one event, man, on your mind right now where the crowd was behaving.
Okay, right now, can I please stick to this year? Because if I'm
sure.
I definitely say it was one event where Terrence invited me. It was a very funny day.
Yeah.
Leading up to that event and how we got there and how things happened. Yeah. But as soon as we got there, I'd have to say Cloud 7. Yes, and unfortunately, I was opening up for Mpura and Pastor 99. Rest in peace to Mpura. Yeah. But that they even themselves they enjoyed the set. So I was actually surprised at the way people interacted to the set because you know it was something that I never expected for people to even engage because of the problems leading up to me going to the event, getting to the event, sound and everything. But as soon as I was told, it's okay, boy, you're going in right now. I'm like, okay, shit, this place is packed.
Yeah.
everyone is playing boom.
Yeah.
I need to implement something different from everyone.
Wow, man.
And then eventually you read the atmosphere, bro. And then as soon as I press play, I already know who's I game's on.
Yeah.
Whoever's coming in after me and whoever has been there before.
Yeah.
People need to know Timba was here.
Yeah.
I need to leave a statement.
Regardless
of whatever has happened.
Yeah.
After and before, but Timba needs to be.
When Timba's there.
Yeah. You need to know Timba was there.
Huh.
Yeah. Fortunately for me, even the owner wasn't around in that scene at the given moment, at the given time throughout my set. But 30 minutes into the set, I was going with a couple of my friends. They called me. I was like, dude, there's the owner and her father. They're requesting for you to play another hour set. So I was like,
what?
Man. What's going on? What's going on? Like, even people were actually taking off their t-shirts, bro.
Oh, that's when you know. That's when you know.
So, yeah, it's Cloud 7.
Cloud 7.
It's in Mpangeni, Zululand district. Yeah.
Man, you mentioned Opas Talumpura. How did it feel being amongst like such big names? You know, being around that whole, space.
For me, bro, like at the end of the day, I'm a brand myself. So it's only a matter of I look at it in a perspective of how can we do business.
Yeah.
Not in a space and sense of unity. They're a bigger brand than me. So if we look at it in that perspective, it's all in a matter of how can I help you make more money than you have right now, and how can you make me have the money that you have and grow my brand at the same time.
So it's like an exchange, like
a bartering system.
Yes.
You look at it in that perspective, bro.
Yeah, alright, cool, man. So let's go into the education side of things.
Ish. Did we have to?
We have to, man. Okay, according to you, man. Before we get into what you studied and stuff, is the education system like relevant in today's society?
I mean, at the end of the day, bro, it all depends on what you aspire to be in life. Some people have made it without education, but I do not promote not going to school.
You do not promote
I do not
so
promote
you are for education?
I'm for education, yes, but to a certain extent.
To a certain extent.
Yes.
Depending on which career field you want to go to.
Yeah, but not depending on which career you want to go to. Some people are forced to study what their parents want. That I do not promote, because at the end of the day, you end up being a dropout.
True.
Because you're forced to study what you don't want to study. So I'd say go for what your heart wants, because at the end of the day, in whichever industry you want to go in, you have to know you're going with it as a dream. And the dream starts as a wish. So as soon as you wish for something, you work towards that dream. And with education, it helps drive the goal towards that dream. Yeah.
So if somebody wants to go into DJing, would you advise for them to go into these specific spaces or these institutions that help cultivate their DJing,
I mean, at the end of the day, bro, you have to look at it in the perspective of, I can teach anyone how to DJ, but there's much more things I learned within the industry I could have learned in school, such as law, the music law, and distribution, radio, and everything. So you actually need to go to school for that. Because imagine there was a time where I took a break from this DJing career and I moved into the management side of music and everything, so that I could learn a bit more, so that I wouldn't have a lot of hiccups leading up to the brand that I'm trying to build. Because at the end of the day, every team needs a team leader.
True.
So with me, I can actually be a one-man team, but it's not possible. It's never possible. You actually need people to grow. You can never grow alone.
Wow. Yeah. All right. So what did you study and where exactly did you study?
I went to Durban College, studied IT management, but unfortunately for me, I wouldn't say I dropped out. I'll go back when the money is there.
Oh, yeah. It was just a little bit of hiccups.
There was hiccups here and there, but COVID-19, a lot of shit happened. But we're growing.
How does IT and DJing, being a creative as well as being an entrepreneur, integrate?
IT management is solely the business of IT. So if you look at it in that perspective, I'm more into making money more than anything else, bro.
Yeah.
So if there's a way for me to build and make money at the end of the day, I'm for it. Because at the end of the day, you can come to me with your business and I can help you grow your business and maximize your profits. I'm for that. Or we can build something together at the end of the day to make sure it makes a profit for all of us. I'm that type of person. Wow. Whichever scenario you put me in, it's for us to maximize profits at the end of the day.
Yeah.
It's just as simple as that.
So is IT, is what you studied relevant to the real world? Is it the same as the real world?
Most definitely. We live in the modern era right now. We live in the digital era.
Moving into the fourth industrial revolution.
Fourth industrial revolution, whereas people during the COVID-19 era, I would say era because we're living in it right now, but when it started back in, I think I'd say March last year, most of everything shifted into the digital age.
True.
For a couple of months, of which there was the lockdown house party. That was live on screens.
Yeah.
Like you could actually party from the comfort of your home and off your couch. That's where IT comes in, because at the end of the day, a lot of DJs moved into the live streaming era. They moved into a lot of things, bro, which allowed people not to have the comfort of a club, but it actually brought the club scene into their household.
Into their home, yes. Wow. Man, let's get to how people can get in touch with you. Like if people want to keep up with you, you know.
Okay, there's 2 platforms. I'd say Instagram and email, and then unfortunately I cannot give out my manager's personal number, but you can get it on my social media platforms.
All right.
It's sainttimber99@gmail.com. That's my email. And then there's Saint Timber on Instagram. No spaces in between. Saint Timber. Or just search for Timber. You'll find me. Then there's Saint Timber on Twitter. Or just simply search for D-Rose on Instagram. You get him and then talk whatever you need to talk with him. He'll liaise with me and then we're good to go. I mean, I'm for business at the end of the day. Yeah. So all systems go, and whichever time you need me, I'm always there, 24/7.
Man, it was amazing having you. Just before you leave, my brother, I've got the most famous question. It's a surprise question.
Yeah.
And inside Zere.
As long as it doesn't involve my love life.
We are not YouTube, don't worry. Even if you tell us, hey. But no, man, what is your favorite song?
Khanyile.
Yeah.
Where do we even start?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's not within the comb. It's not within the comb genre.
What?
It's not within the comb genre.
Yeah.
And funny enough, I'm a very intimate person. You can say I'm a hyperactive person, but I'm intimate when I'm behind my.
You can tell.
Yeah,
you know, like the mood.
It's a song about of Alicia Keys.
Is it?
Diary.
What?
Yeah, that's my favorite song. I won't lie.
What? That was expect Upete. No Upete.
That's me in the club, but behind the scenes, I'm
Alicia
actually
Keys.
a reserved person. But when I'm with people, at the end of the day, I have to portray myself the way I am.
Yeah.
But
my brother, let me get you this song. Lovely having you. You guys, episode 17 was a success. See you next time. We'll be back at it on Inside Zere. It's your boy Prosetum Profiti. I'm here with Timba, and it's a wrap.